Hi everybody, how are you? I am Macarena Magnano of the communications team at Mercado Libre, and I am located in Argentina. Well, you are welcome to the first Global Selling APIs webinar for our cross-border sellers. And it is important to emphasize that this webinar was recorded previously and will be shared by direct link to those interested. Well, we are the global selling team. Javier is the development manager and he's located in Argentina. Hendrik is development leader and he's in Mexico. Martina and Laura, they are partner development in Argentina and Colombia for the worldwide sellers and partners. And Rodrigo, he's product owner in Argentina. Next, like a summary of the webinar topics. At first, an introduction about Mercado Libre and global selling impact into e-commerce. And then we will over available features, and then the new features and new endpoints we develop. At the end, we will tell much more about features. Now, we will continue with Rodri.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rodri from the Meli Global Selling Product Team. Well, what's Mercado Libre? As you know, it's obviously a marketplace, but it's not only that. Meli is actually the leading e-commerce and fintech company in Latin America, with operations in 18 countries and a full ecosystem built to democratize and improve both the purchasing and selling experiences through its 5 main business units. Let's look at this in detail. First, we have Mercado Libre, the marketplace itself, which enables e-commerce in 18 LATAM countries. Second, we have Mercado Envíos, which powers the marketplace through its logistics and fulfillment services. Third, we have Mercado Pago, our fintech branch, which leads financial inclusion in Latin America through its digital account and its online and offline payment solutions. Fourth, we have Mercado Crédito, which is financing marketplace and offline purchases, granting credits to both buyers and sellers. And last, we have Mercado Ads, which offers advertising solutions to our marketplace sellers to boost their growth. Let's deep dive in those in the following video. Well, as you saw, Meli is part of the top tech companies in the world. And actually, if we look at only the e-commerce sites, it ranks 9th as the most visited marketplace based on unique visitors. It's slightly ahead of Wish on unique visitors. So, but what does this mean? If we look at even more numbers, throughout 2020, Meli had 55 million unique buyers and 12 million unique sellers, which together have more than 300 active listings on our 18 marketplaces. And transaction-wise, every second we spent talking in this video, there were 19 sales and over 460 visits per second. So now we will make a deep dive on how you can grow with Meli for our global selling program with Laura.
Thank you, Rodri. Hi, I'm Laura. The global selling platform allows international sellers to be part of the leading e-commerce in Latin America. By creating a global selling account, the sellers or integrators can manage the complete operation around the items, orders, shipments, and more. By a simple way in a same account, our sellers can sell in Mexico, Brazil, and Chile at the same time. And our next release for the second quarter of 2021, Colombia. Our global selling ecosystem is made up of two important parts. The first one is our online platform, and in the other hand is our development site. Our target is helping the partners grow in sales and control with greater speed within Mercado Libre. Our website has a bunch of features available for developers. In that order, I want to do a quick review of our more important APIs. Let's start with the Items API that allows you to create, update, and delete your products. In case of a buyer have any question over an item, you can control that communication by Question API. The Order and Shipment API help them manage all the information like status, buyer information, labels available, tracking number, and more. Remember, there are different shipping methods available, like fulfillment, remote partner carrier, and remote sellers' own logistics. A buyer can initiate direct communication with the seller for a specific order. You can control it by Message API. It's important to underline that Mercado Libre automatically sends information about changes of the shipment status. For this reason, it's not necessary for our sellers to use the Message API to report such changes. And finally, in case of a buyer claim over an order, Mercado Libre has the Claims API available. Thank you, and I'll give way to the next speaker, Martin Olmedo, who told us about the new releases by the website.
Hi, I'm Martin, and we are talking about the newest features of global selling available by API. Well, at first, the new category Predictor helps sellers and developers to predict the best category for his products. It also allows you to recognize the category domain and require attributes to be filled, improving the listing quality when you are uploading a product to Mercado Libre. You only need to send the title of the product to be predicted, of course in English, then you will get the domain and category ID and also a list of attributes for the predicted category. This feature gives better experience for sellers because they could avoid moderations by posting in the wrong category, and for the buyers getting more accurate results when they are searching for a product. Some resource like this has a rate limiter of requests per minute. You can check more detail in the global selling website. This year, one of the most important topics for Mercado Libre were fulfillment warehouses. For that reason, we have available multiple resources to obtain information related to fulfillment operations. For example, you can check the current stock of the items managed by fulfillment, as well as the operations and movements inside of it. The first step is get the inventory ID to be able to query the stock and operations. This code is the way to identify the item in a fulfillment center. When you have the inventory ID, you can check the seller stock in a detailed way and a summary of the unavailable parts, for example, damaged, lost, or without physical coverage. Also, you can check the details of items that aren't available for sale, describing the status like damaged or not supported, and the specific condition like arrive damage, multiple identifier, dimensions exceeds, etc. In addition, you can search operations related to the fulfillment items using multiple filters such as date range and type. Later, you could check the details of each operation by his ID. Finally, we recommend you subscribe to the new external feed to get the stock notifications in real time. Another new release is our Deals API and allows you to access and participate in commercial campaigns such as Black Friday and Christmas promotion to boost your sales. You can get the available campaigns that the sellers were invited to. Always remember that the seller needs to be invited in order to add deals to his products. To submit a deal to a campaign, you should send the item ID and desired price. In some cases, commercial agents need to review your proposal item, and in other cases were automatically approved. You can see the details of a campaign, get the type of the deal, the status, the start and finish date, and also the deal name. Another important resource is get active campaigns on an item that sometimes could be more than one. The last feature in the list is get the items included in a specific campaign. The relevant information you will get is the status of the item inside the campaign that could be rejected, pending approval, or approved. So keep in mind that only sellers with green reputation could submit deals and participate in these special events. Now, let's talk about updates over Shipment API. As you know, we have multiple resources related to get shipment information. Now you can get the shipment cost and access to a complete detail of these amounts. For example, gross amount, which is the total shipment cost without any discount, the discount for senders and receivers, and the specific detail of the amount paid for each of them. As Laura said before, you can access the shipment detail like the status, logistic type, and the mode. One of the latest features and most wanted was lead time. Now you can get the lead time, which returns information related to the delivery times of the shipment, adding the dispatch and delivery deadlines. Another important feature to keep in mind is the status history, which provides the status and sub-status history associated with the shipment cycle. Finally, you can get carrier information like the name of the carrier and the URL for the tracking. Now, let's talk about some features ready to use and others in the development process. The first one is test users. Now you are able to simulate the same flow and actions allowed for a real user without paying for any charges or getting penalties. Another new release is Moderations API, which provides relevant information related to the infraction detected in any of the published elements of the sellers. The infractions could be for items, questions, answers, and also for reviews. With this resource, you could get the reason and remedy to apply. The next one is online validation for pictures. Now you can validate and upload pictures that could be used in listings. This new resource validates the size and also removes the excess of white background in the picture. And finally, in the next couple of weeks, we will be releasing a group of APIs to retrieve information about metrics and visits on Mercado Libre items. So keep in touch to get the latest updates.
Well, Well, if you have any questions or recommendations about the topics reviewed in this webinar, you can send it by Slack channel or the support thread only for developers. In addition, you can check again the developer site for more information about our APIs or the Seller Learning Center to learn more about news in Seller Central of Mercado Libre. Thank you very much.